Lando Norris reveals he never said a word to Kimi Raikkonen and doesn't miss him on grid. Lando Norris admits he doesn't miss sharing the grid with former Formula One champion Kimi Raikkonen. The Finn retired at the end of the 2021 season and is deeply missed by many fans and fellow drivers, but it appears the young Briton is not one of them. Raikkonen spent almost 20 years in F1, apart from a short spell out of the sport before coming back for a second crack at it, and left no one in doubt of his speed and racecraft. He quickly established himself as a title contender and earned the move to Ferrari, which would eventually yield that crown. It came at Lewis Hamilton's expense, as the Briton spent his first year in F1 battling with McLaren teammate Fernando Alonso. They were so preoccupied with beating each other that Raikkonen was able to sneak in and snatch the title from both of them on the final day of the 2007 season. But a big part of his popularity came from how he was as a person. The Finn had a big personality, but not in the sense of being someone who was determined to be the loudest in the room, quite the opposite, in fact, as he detested being in the limelight and having to do his media duties. His bluntness saw him earn the Iceman nickname. He had a lot of friends among his fellow drivers, especially those who were part of his generation. Even the younger drivers always treated him with reverence, but one exception to that rule appears to have been Norris. The McLaren man was on the same grid as Raikkonen for 3 seasons as he burst onto the F1 scene. But during that time, the Briton claims, the pair did not spend much time in each other's presence and never got to know each other. Asked if he misses Raikkonen in a Q&A session with fans on his YouTube channel, Norris replied, "I don't think I ever said a word to him apart from you alright? Like when you walk past someone you know but don't really know. I miss watching Kimi. I miss his interviews and that side of him. But apart from that, no. There are plenty of other cool people in the world and we have an exciting grid." One man who had a far stronger relationship with Raikkonen was Sebastian Vettel. The German has been in Formula One for much longer, is closer to being a generational peer with the Finn and spent a significant amount of time as his teammate with Ferrari. Vettel has already said that he misses his old teammate's presence in the paddock, adding, "I think he was a true character, and I enjoyed the time I had with him as a teammate. But to be fair, I got to know him already before. He's probably one of the very few drivers I've met from day one until today that hasn't changed, in the sense that he has been very, very open, welcoming me as a young kid when I entered F1, and at that point he was probably the most established Formula One driver. Great respect. I don't think you can have an argument or a problem with Kimi. If you do, then the problem is not him, the problem is you. He's a great person."